What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the High Value Agent Podcast, where we inspire people to create a better life through real estate. And I am excited to discuss with you all today no BS advice to be a top producer in 2025. I was so excited that I got up and I was like, you know what, I gotta really cut this podcast as soon as possible. So I'm in the office before everyone. It's still dark outside. It's early in the morning because it was like I had to get this off my chest. And the reason why it's relevant is because number one, we're about to start the new year in 2025. Number two, anybody that you talk to, whether it's real estate or it's working at a factory job or it's being a doctor or it's being in sports, whether it's college or professional, any profession across all industries, there's one thing that we all have in common. It's our intention when we get into that industry is to be the best we can be and to be a top producer. The issue is our hopes and our dreams of being that is great, but then our actions do not align with those dreams or those goals or those intentions, right? And I see it all the time in real estate. We have such a high failure rate when it comes to really just a real estate agent selling 10, 15, 20 homes, which and on my team, if you're doing that amount, you're below standard of what our team carries, right? So, we're typically seeing on our team 20 plus, and we've had people on our team that have sold almost 70 homes in 1 year. We have people on our team that are shooting for 100 plus in 1 year. So top producer is subjective, right? It depends on your market. It depends on the office that you're in. If you're a real estate agent and you're a part of a brokerage or a part of a team where a top producer or the top person on the team is only doing 15 deals, then that's different than an office where the top guy's doing or top girl's doing 150, right? So it's relative. But I do want to make it very clear. We are going to have a conversation today as if you want to, as a real estate professional, you want to grow your business in 2025 and increase it by 25 to 50%. Okay. Let's say you're shooting to do 50 deals in 2025. That will make you a top producer in your market or in your office or on your team. This is going to be a great breakdown. I'm not going to get into the weeds of everything. I want to keep this short, but this is going to be very impactful if that is what you want to do. So, what are the characteristics and the habits of a top producer? What do I see in top producers that maybe I don't see in other producers? And I'm going to share with you my own personal journey. I've never in my career as an agent individually, I've never sold less than 31 homes. My first year, I did 31 homes. Year after year after year, I increased my business. The most I've done in a year was like 50, 52, 53 homes sold. And then I started building a team. And then from there, my production hovered between 30 to 45. But I was always with the mindset of growth, right? Whether it's becoming more efficient with gaining more leverage and getting my time back. So I started focusing on sellers more, and I started handing buyer business off, all the way to the point of being able to talk to only 10 people, right? 10 conversations to actually set an appointment to, at one point, it was about 5 or 6, right? Because of my skill level. So when we're talking about, when I'm going to be breaking this down, it's not just coming from, other people's perspective or what I have witnessed, or even what I've coached people up to accomplish, but for my own personal. And I'm going to distill it all down. So, what are the main things that a top producer focuses on? Well, number one, they are very protective over their environment. They are very protective over their environment. They understand that iron sharpens iron. And if they are around people who do not have the desire, the will to be elite, to grow, then birds of a feather flock together, right? You become the average of the five people that you spend the most time with. They understand that they are going to rescind when it comes to growth. There will be no growth. They will go backwards. So they want to make sure that the people that they are around, they are people who are positive, they are growth minded, they are like themselves, right? And through that is something that we call implied accountability. Implied accountability comes when those mornings you don't feel like waking up and going to the gym because you know that going to the gym uh, helps you execute better on your day because you're probably building good energy, the endorphins after the workout that can carry into the rest of your day, right? And if you're a real estate professional that wants to be a top producer, understand your morning is the most critical hours of your entire day. Okay. That time you wake up to noon, those morning hours are extremely critical. So they know that, okay, I want to go to the gym. I don't feel like it though. Well, implied accountability kicks in because they know that the people who they surround themselves with are going to be at the gym and they don't want to let them down, right? And maybe they even have a fear of judgment from their peers, from that implied accountability. Oh man, I don't want to get the text. Hey, where you at? Or I don't want to hear about it when I get to the office. I'm just going to get up and make it happen. I don't want to be the odd man out, right? That's implied accountability. That even trickles down to showing up at the office, being there consistently with the group, with the tribe, with the elite team that you're on or brokerage that you're a part of, and together making those phone calls, doing the hard work first and getting it out the way. The most scariest thing that we got to deal with on a daily basis as real estate professionals is the fear of rejection. Well, showing up and going through that process with those like-minded individuals is going to increase the chances of that gets done consistently. So they are very, very, very protective over their environment. Okay. Next, they hate to lose more than they love to win. They hate to lose more than they love to win. They are extremely motivated by the fear of losing. Now, some of you may hear that and be like, "Oh my God, that is not a good life to live." I would disagree. I would disagree. If somebody is fearful of losing, they're going to fight so hard to prevent losing, which means organically they grow, right? Typically, those type of people are taking action more consistently. They're learning faster, right? And that feedback loop is typically shorter and faster, which means they're growing faster. So they hate to lose more than they love to win. And again, being around other like-minded people, they don't have to, maybe some people in that tribe or in that elite tight group, maybe some people are um they talk about it less, right? But internally they have the fire burning of, man, I do not want to lose to um whether it be, losing to my goal, right? Like you have a goal that you have at the end of the year, man, I'm going to do everything I can to hit it. Otherwise, if I don't hit it, I feel like I lost a year. Or it could be as small as the day to day, like minute to minute wins, right? Like, okay, I don't want to lose by getting out scripted by this lead who's giving me these smoke screens and these objections, I don't want to get beat. Or, you know what, I'm gonna go on this listing appointment with this for sub owner, and I don't want to get beat. So I'm going to do all the work to prepare to make sure when I show up to that appointment, I am speaking with conviction that I can get the job done. And I can look that for sub owner in the eyes and tell them the truth, state the facts, and have full conviction in my voice, right? Like they hate to lose more than they love to win. So very, very important, very, very important. And lastly, they tend to make fast decisions because I do know people, and it could be based on their personality type, or it could just be a baked in excuse as to why they do this. But um, top producers make fast decisions. People typically like to procrastinate or overanalyze before making decisions, which means most of the time they don't ever make the decision or take the action. Well, not top producers. Um, if they make a fast decision and it doesn't work out, they understand that they could quickly pivot and make a change. And again, like I mentioned before, in those pivots, in those changes, in those looking at the game film, right, reflecting on the outcome, they can learn. They have more context to make a judgment, a better judgment in the future. So they are constantly making fast decisions because they understand that that is just a journey of growth. Is you're going to fail, but you better fail forward. Okay. And I'm gonna add one more. Here's a bonus thing, and then we're gonna wrap it up. They don't major in the minor things. They don't major in the minor things, meaning they don't focus on the shit that does not matter. They focus and spend a lot of their attention on the needle moving items or conversations or activities. Let me give you an example. Gossiping about your about other agents in the community. What's the point, right? Top producers are not focused on anybody else out here other than getting the job done. Okay, at a high level. Majoring in the minor things is talking about the competition because you're spending time and energy on things that are not going to benefit your future. Another example is during prospecting hours, I'm going to schedule showings or I'm going to look up this how much a repair will cost during an inspection negotiation when your morning time is the most important time of your day where you should be building and maintaining relationships. That's majoring it in the minor things. The major things we should be majoring in are again the core activities, the things that are going to move your business forward. Okay. So, no BS advice. If you want to be a top producer in 2025, there you go. Protect your environment, embrace accountability, and understand that if you're in a group or in a tribe or a part of a team and you can feel that you're dropping the ball, you're not living up to the standard, good. That's implied accountability. And you need to do a checkup from the neck up. Okay. Next, top producers hate to lose more than they love to win. They're willing to do everything they can to prevent losing. Okay. Number three, they make fast decisions. They don't overanalyze. They take action. They take action. And then the bonus was they don't major in the minor things. They don't major in the minor things. So if you want to be a top producer, watch this video, keep it close to you, watch it every day because this will put you in the correct mind frame to win in 2025. Very, very simple approach, but this is what it takes to win. And this is what your competition is not going to do. They're going to continue to major in the minor things. They're going to continue to overanalyze. They're going to continue to be a part of an environment that allows them to get away with their inadequate, the habits and the behaviors that are not really going to help them grow, right? Because it's comfortable being a part of that type of environment, and they don't really They kind of shy away from the, oh, I hate to lose because, I don't want to feel that. So I'm just not going to even play the game. That's what your competition is going to do. Okay. So you just do the opposite of that. Do everything that we just discussed on this podcast episode, and I promise you, you will grow your business. Whether you become a top producer or not, that's something you got to consistently analyze every single day, week, month, and quarter. Am I doing the things that are required of me? Okay. Cool. I'm gonna put a bow on this one. You guys know what to do. If you're on YouTube, please leave us a comment. Subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify. Give us a review. We want to continue to push out this great content to you. Um, hey, we're gonna get it cracking. 2025 is on its way, or it's already here, depending on when you're watching this. Lock in. Let's make 2025 the best year yet. The market's not going to help you. The economy is not going to help you. The rates, none of that shit is going to help you. You got to help you. Let's get it. Let's get to it. All right, y'all. Peace.